All your next video ad needs is one AI video editor on Fiverr.
It started the day Ed Harlan came out of the woods alone. We all knew Ed and his buddies used to hunt out of season, but it kept the deer population under control, so no one in our small town cared to report him over it. They were subtle about it too. Always went out real early in the morning and never came out until after dark. Out of sight, out of mind. So when Ed came walking down Main Street in broad daylight, still dressed in his hunting gear with his rifle over his shoulder, everyone stopped and stared. He didn't say a word to anyone. He just walked right into Abe Halsey's little juke joint on the corner of Washington and Main, set his rifle down on the bar, and ordered a bottle of whiskey. Abe was nervous, but he never was one to refuse a customer. Not long after, our town's sheriff calmly pulled up a stool next to him and asked if he was okay. But Ed wasn't okay. In fact, Ed was never okay again. He had big dark circles around his eyes, and he was pale too, like he hadn't eaten in days. His hands shook as he brought the bottle to his lips, the fingers stained with dark patches of dried blood. "Where are your buddies, Ed?" the sheriff asked. Ed leaned over to him, and with the sour stench of whiskey on his breath, he whispered, "The woods took 'em." Ed was arrested, suspected of murdering his hunting buddies during some kind of psychotic break. Word was, the sheriff wasn't expecting to find any bodies, not out in the vast pine-barren wilderness where bears and coyotes would pick their bones clean before the week's end. The scandal rocked our one-stop-light Arkansas town. One road in, one road out. The rest was just trees. Worst it ever got around there was the occasional DUI or domestic dispute. But there we were, a straight-up triple homicide, and folks were justifiably horrified by it. Ed was normally so warm and friendly too. Sure, he family man. How he could do such an awful thing to his own friends, it had to be a terrible misunderstanding or accident, maybe even some kind of animal attack. But people in small towns talk, and rarely is their gossip good-natured. There were whispers of Ed's drink. Maybe that darkness just got... The next day, the sheriff went out into the woods with a handful of deputies and some cadaver dogs, hoping to find some clue to the fate of the missing